Is it visible? Students, is it visible?
Sir,
Okay, okay, thank you. Here in the previous class, we have seen what is ammeters and what is ammeter and what is voltmeter. We have seen earlier. In this class, DC type of voltmeters we have seen earlier. Okay, in this class, we are going to see AC type of voltmeters, and there is also one topic is there in between, differential type of voltmeter. I will cover the topic in the later on sessions. Okay, till this point we have gone through what is multi-range ammeter also. Sensitivity of voltmeter we have seen, that is S is equal to 1 by IFD, IFSD. Also they will given, let it be, this is a full scale deflection current, that is given by 1 by IFSD also. In some textbooks they will be given like that. Okay, here we are treating that full scale deflection current as IM here. That's why we are indicating that current as IM. Okay. Loading effect, two cases, that is low sensitive meter, low resistance what happens, and at high resistance what happens. Okay, what are the precautions? Till this point we have seen in the previous session. Okay, in the today's class we are going to see AC type of voltmeter, that is using rectifiers. Using rectifiers we are going to analyze this type of voltmeter, that is whether it may be a half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, or bridge rectifier. Any type of rectifier can be applicable for this AC type of for this AC type of voltmeters is applicable. Please. Is it visible, students? Is it visible? Is my screen visible? I would like to give some small briefing. That's why. Is it visible now? Is it visible? AC voltmeters using rectifiers. This is one type of circuit we are using here. This is the AC type of input is provided to the bridge circuit. Bridge circuit with some resistance. That resistance, I can treat that resistance as RS here. That is multiplier. Okay. A rectifier type of instrument generally uses a PMMC meter, that is a permanent magnet moving coil movement we are going to use here. Permanent magnet moving coil movement along with a rectifier arrangement. This is the rectifier arranged here. Silicon diodes are preferred because of its low reverse current. It consists of low reverse current and high forward current ratings. For each and every diode, we know the basic working of diode. It will, if we provide some above the cut-in voltage, it is going to be into the conduction state. Okay, like that. It possesses the low reverse current. It possesses the low reverse current and a high forward currents here. Current ratings are going to be provided here. And the figure for this one is volt. This is generalized, or this is the basic circuit for this AC voltmeter. Okay. AC input, normally what is the function of rectifier means it converts the AC to the pulsating DC signal, like that. It is converted. This AC type of input signal is converted across these diodes. It is going to be converted into pulsating DC. Let it be, this is the pulsating waveform. I am obtaining the pulsating waveform here. From these waveforms, I can acquire two values here, that is average value as well as IRMS value. That average value is going to be given by 2Im by pi. From full wave rectifier or the bridge rectifier, that value is 2Im by pi. Whereas IRMS value is given by Im by root 2 or 0.707 Im. Like that, we can get two parameters here, that is IRMS as well as I average here. Okay, this circuit diagram gives the voltmeter. AC voltmeter circuit consists of multiplier and a bridge rectifier and a PMMC moment here. This is the basic diagram. From this, the bridge rectifier provides a full wave pulsating DC here. Full wave pulsating DC. Due to the inertia of the movable coil, the meter indicates the steady deflection proportional to the average value of the current. This meter will provide the average value of the current is going to be provided by this PMMC meter. That is proportional to the flow of current. The meter scale is usually calibrated to give the RMS value. Every meter in our laboratory, we are having every meter is calibrated in terms of RMS value only. That is root mean square value. We are going to calibrate that scaling. That meter scale is going to be calibrated in terms of RMS value only of an alternating sinusoidal signal. Alternating type of sinusoidal input is provided, then we are going to consider that it as RMS value only. Okay, this is the key point. Every meter for analyzing of the AC signal, AC input signal, we are going to take the RMS value of an alternating sine wave input. Let it be, this is the waveform, VI characteristics of some diode. This is the VI characteristics. This is the region. In this region, this is the non-linear region. Let it be, this is the cut-in point. Cut-in point. Beyond this cut-in point, the proper conduction of the diode will take place. This is the linear region, and this is the non-linear region of the diode. Okay, and this is the basic circuit. We will go to the different types of circuits. Here, AC voltmeters using rectifiers. Again, some elongated version of this AC voltmeter. So I am explaining here. That is the basic circuit. By providing that basic circuit, you can explain this entire concept also. Okay, this is as your wish. You can dealt with this one as well as that circuit also. The PMMC movement used in voltmeter can be efficiently used in the AC voltmeters or both. The rectifier is used to convert AC voltage to the AC voltage to be measured into the DC voltage. Not directly, it is not going to be converted into AC to DC. We are supposed to place some Zener diode also. Then only we can acquire the complete DC signal. Actually, rectifier circuit will give the AC to pulsating DC only. Thereafter, by maintaining some proper circuit arrangement with the help of some Zener diode like that, I can get the actual DC output voltage. This DC output voltage, if required, is amplified and then given to the PMMC movement here. The PMMC movement gives the deflection proportional to the quantity to be measured. That normally these are the basic values. That is VRMS is given by square root of 1 by t integral 0 to t VIN square dt here. The RMS value of the continuous AC voltage having the time period capital T here. For purely sinusoidal quantity, VRMS is given by Vm by root 2. That value is given like this one. VRMS is given by Vm by root 2. That value is 0.707 Vm. This Vm is the maximum voltage or peak voltage. The average value is defined as the value which is obtained by averaging all the instantaneous values over the period of a half cycle here. For a sinusoidal AC type of quantity, the average value over the complete cycle is 0. Why? Because this AC type of signal consists of positive half cycle as well as negative half cycle. By taking this positive value as well as negative value, by these two values, the average value is going to be 0. Okay, why? Because it is going to take the exact identical for the AC as well, exact identical to the with respect to the positive half cycle as well as negative half cycle. By taking those positive half cycle values as well as negative half cycle values, that average value is going to be 0 for sinusoidal type of signal. Here, V average is equal to, that is 1 by T, 1 by T. I am taking T by 2 time period here. Therefore, it is going to be converted into 2 by, actually it is 1 by T by 2. Then reciprocating this one, it will become 2 by T. Integral 0 to T by 2, T by 2, that is V in dt here. Okay, this is the average over the half cycle here. For a purely sinusoidal quantity, V average is equal to 2 by pi Vm here. That is 2 by pi Vm is given by 0.636 Vm here. Form factor is the ratio of the RMS value to the average value of an alternating quantity. That is given by, I am treating that form factor Kf is equal to RMS value by average value. That is, I know this RMS value as well as average value. I am going to substitute here. Then I am going to obtain 1.11 here. For purely sinusoidal waveform, the form factor is given by 1.11 here. The average value can be given like this also. Average value can be calculated by this formula. That is, our average value is equal to RMS value by Kf by rearranging these terms. Okay. That rectifier circuit, what is the type of rectifier circuit we are using, that we are supposed to identify that. For example, we are using this AC type of voltmeter with respect to the half wave rectifier, then its RMS value as well as average value is going to be differentiate. It is going to be vary, whereas for full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier it is going to be same. Here for purely sinusoidal AC type of quantity, the crust factor is 1.414. That crust factor can be given by Kp is equal to maximum value by RMS value here. That maximum value is Vm and RMS value is 0.707 Vm. That is equal to 1.414. Crust factor, peak factor or crust factor. This is the formula for peak factor or crust factor. Okay. The average and peak responding meters are less in cost and very simple in construction as compared to the true RMS voltmeters. There is some advanced voltmeters are there. That is true RMS value voltmeters are there, and arrangement of average responding voltmeters is there, as well as true RMS responding voltmeters are there. In your syllabus, those two circuits are not provided, but those two circuits are very important. If time permits, I will cover those two voltmeters also. Okay. This this AC type of voltmeters can be designed in two ways here. First, rectifying the AC signal and then amplifying. In second method is first amplifying and then rectifying the signal. First to first one, first one, I can use rectifying process. Thereafter, amplifying process. This is the one circuit arrangement, and in second one is first amplifying and then rectifying. This is another type of circuit arrangement for this AC type of voltmeters. We will see. This is the circuit diagram for first rectifying and then amplifying AC signal here. In this arrangement, one diode. I am using only one diode here. One diode I am using here. Let it be, this is the, it acts as some half wave rectifier like that. One op amp I am using here, and basic PMMC meter, and this resistor input resistance, as well as this is the feedback. Across this feedback I am going to place another resistor. Input AC signal, input AC type of input AC signal is provided here. Here in this arrangement, simple diode rectifier circuit precedes the amplifier and the meter here. The AC input voltage, if first rectified using the diode D, this rectified. General, what is rectification? How where the rectification is done across this diode only. Across this diode only rectification process is done. That signal, AC signal, is get converted into the pulsating DC signal across this diode. Okay. Here, using the diode, this rectified signal is then applied to the amplifier of gain A. This amplifier with gain A is this rectified signal is given to the amplifier here. Okay, with some gain. Let assume that it has a gain A. The amplified signal is then given to the basic PMMC meter. That amplified signal is given to the basic PMMC meter, and to obtain that PMMC meter will give the deflection here with appropriate which that deflection is proportional to the whatever the flow of current is taking place. Depends upon that flow of current, I am going to equate this deflection. This approach ideally requires a DC amplifier here with zero drift characteristics. This approach ideally requires a DC type of amplifier. This is the DC type of amplifier with zero drift. Zero drift means there is no sort of any it should not possess any sort of drifting of the signal, as well as no changeovers. Drastic changeovers should not be takes place within that amplifier. Okay, zero drift it should possess, as well as it should possess the unity voltage gain and a DC meter movement with high sensitivity. With high sensitivity, it should provide the zero drift, unity voltage gain, and the meter movement should be very sensitive. The resistance Rin indicates the input resistance of the meter here. This is the circuit arrangement consists of diode and amplifier and one PMMC meter. Feedback signal is provided from this basic PMMC meter. This feedback will provide reduces the response time. In order to reduce the response time, I am going to give some feedback here. Okay. Here, AC type of voltmeters. AC type of voltmeters that use half wave or full wave rectification are usually of the average responding type, with the meter scale calibrated in terms of RMS value of a waveform instead of the average value. మనం ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఏసీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ సిగ్నల్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మనం ఆర్ఎంఎస్ వాల్యూనే కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటాం అని చెప్తున్నారు అనమాట ఆ పాయింట్ అది. This is the wave, this is the half wave rectifier. Let it be, this is the half wave rectifier or bridge rectifier. The output is given to the amplifier here. This is the AC type of input signal that is given to the diode. This is the normal circuit with some each diode here. The rectifier diode charges the rectifier diode charges the small capacitor to the peak value of the applied voltage. It will gives the peak reading voltmeter here. It is going to give the peak reading. This is the extra point. Okay, next first amplifying. Next circuit is first amplifying and then rectifying here. Here I am going to use the top amp initial first stage itself. I am going to use the top amp, and thereafter I am going to use some full wave rectifier here. Okay, AC type of input signal, input resistance Rin, and AC type of amplifier. And it is provided with some diode D1 as well as diode D2, and in between PMMC meter. This is just like a bridge arrangement. These are the 4 arms in a bridge like arrangement, and feedback signal which reduces the non-linearity in the signal. Diode D1, D2, R1, R2 here. Okay. In this approach, AC input signal, which is a small signal, is amplified first and then rectified after the sufficient amplification. The AC signal is applied to the AC amplifier. AC amplifiers requires a high open loop gain. It should possess, this amplifier should have high open loop gain. అమ్మ ఒక్కసారి ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసుకున్నాము. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ రెక్టిఫైయింగ్ అండ్ దెన్ యాంప్లిఫైయింగ్. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసుకోండి. ఫస్ట్ డ్రా చేయాలి. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేయండి ప్లీజ్. డ్రా చేస్తున్నారా స్టూడెంట్స్? ఆర్ యూ డ్రాయింగ్? ఐ హోప్ యు ఆర్ డ్రాయింగ్. డ్రా చేస్తారమ్మా ఇది? Okay. Next, rectifier. ఆ డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసే తర్వాత rectifier which converts the AC to pulsating DC. VRMS or IRMS value is given by Vm by root 2. Vm by root 2. Average value 2 Vm by pi. 2 Vm by pi. Form factor. RMS value by average value. RMS value by average value. Substitute those values, that is given by 1.11. Next, peak factor. Kp is equal to maximum value by or peak value by RMS value, that is Vm by 0.707, that is given by 1.414. అవి రాసారా? నెక్స్ట్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ వేశారు. ఫస్ట్ రెక్టిఫైయింగ్ అండ్ దెన్ యాంప్లిఫైయింగ్. ఈ డయోడ్ అక్రాస్ దిస్ డయోడ్ rectification process will be done, and across this amplifier ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఈ యాంప్లిఫైర్ ఎట్లా ఉండాలి? బేసిక్ ఫీచరు ఆ యాంప్లిఫైర్ పైనే రాయండమ్మా. ఆ యాంప్లిఫైర్ పైన ఇట్ షుడ్ ప్రాసెస్ జీరో డ్రిఫ్ట్ యూనిటీ వోల్టేజ్ గెయిన్ అండ్ ఇట్ షుడ్ ప్రాసెస్ ది హై సెన్సిటివిటీ ఫీచర్ ఆల్సో. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ దగ్గర రెడ్యూసెస్ ది రెస్పాన్స్ టైం అన్నాయి. అంతే. ఓకే, దట్ ఈ పాయింట్ కూడా మీటర్ స్కేల్ ఈస్ క్యాలిబ్రేటెడ్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ RMS వాల్యూ. ఓకే, దీస్ ఆర్ ది కీ పాయింట్స్. దట్స్ ఇట్. ఆ పాయింట్స్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని మనం ఎలాబొరేట్గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయొచ్చు ఇంకా ఫర్దర్గా. నెక్స్ట్ సర్క్యూట్, ప్లీజ్ డ్రా దిస్ డయాగ్రామ్ ఆల్సో. ఫస్ట్ యాంప్లిఫైయింగ్ అండ్ దెన్ రెక్టిఫైయింగ్ AC సిగ్నల్. ఫస్ట్ యాంప్లిఫైయింగ్, Rin AC amplifier, diode D1 D2, PMMC meter R1 R2, and feedback signal. Small signal is provided across the input side, that is first amplified, get amplified, and thereafter it is given to the rectifying circuit. That amplifier, ఈ యాంప్లిఫైర్ దగ్గర అయిన మనం హై ఓపెన్ లూప్ గెయిన్, ఇట్ షుడ్ ప్రాసెస్ హై ఓపెన్ లూప్ గెయిన్. ఈ యాంప్లిఫైర్ పైన రాసుకోండి, ఇట్ షుడ్ ప్రాసెస్ హై ఓపెన్ లూప్ గెయిన్. మీరు డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసేటప్పుడు ఆ డయాగ్రామ్ పైనే రాసేస్తే అక్కడ మనకి పాయింట్స్ వచ్చేస్తాయి అనమాట. హై ఓపెన్ లూప్ గెయిన్ అండ్ లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ నెగిటివ్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్. ఏం రాసాం ఈ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ దగ్గరే? reduces the non-linearity here. Next, the amplifier output is then applied to the half wave rectifier, consists of diode D1 and full wave rectifier. The amplifier output is then applied to the full wave rectifier, consists of diode D1 and D2. Those diode D1 and D2 are non-linear devices. Due to the non-linear behavior of diodes, the meter scale is also going to be non-linear in its state, and it is crowded at the lower end of the low range voltmeter also. The meter sensitivity is also very low because of high forward resistance of the diode here. The meter sensitivity is also that sensitivity is going to be lower here, that meter sensitivity. Okay, why? Because it consists of high forward resistance. ఎక్కువగా ఫార్వర్డ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉందనుకున్నాము, మూమెంట్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది? ఫార్వర్డ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉందంటే కరెంట్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది? కరెంట్ ఫ్లో is low, therefore meter sensitivity is going to be low. That is the basic phenomena. And dependence of diode characteristics on temperature are also an important factor in AC voltmeters here. Okay, here the rectifier shows the capacitance properties under the reverse bias conditions. Lo diodes lo unna capacitance, diode acts as the it possesses the some capacitance effect. Diode, each and every diode possesses the capacitance effects. That capacitance effects are properties in the reverse biasing conditions. We may come across that capacitance effect and tend to bypass the high frequencies here. The meter reading may also have some error due to such effects of the order of 0.5% decrease for every 1 kilohertz rise in the frequency. Okay, these are the points you should remember. First, you need to what is the importance of this amplifier, what is how these diodes will play a key role, and what is the importance of this feedback. That's it. Okay. Input side and across the output side, I am going to place one rectifier here. That is the input resistance as well as this RL. RL we can treat this as resistance across the output side. Okay. This is the basic rectifier type of voltmeter, again provided with the two diodes arrangement. Two diode arrangement. This general rectifier type of AC voltmeter, diode D1 and D2 are used for the rectifier circuit. The diode shows the nonlinear behavior for the low currents. Hence, to increase the current through the diode D1, the meter is going to be, in order to increase that flow of current, that meter is, this is going to be, this PMMC meter is protected with some shunt resistance here, that is RSH, shunt resistance. Shunted with the meter is shunted with the resistance RSH. This ensures high current through the diode, and its linear behavior is going to be takes place. When the AC input is applied for the positive half cycle, diode D1 conducts and causes the meter deflection proportional to the average value of the half cycle. In the negative half cycle, the diode D2 conducts and the diode D1 is in the reverse bias condition. The current through the meter is in the opposite direction, and hence meter movement is bypassed here. Thus, due to diodes, the rectifying action produces the pulsating DC, and the meter indicates the average value of the input here. Here, AC Here, AC sensitivity of a half wave AC meter is only 45% of the DC sensitivity. AC voltmeter sensitivity తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే DC voltmeter sensitivity తో కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే ఏంటంటే అది ఈడిసి ఈ సఫిక్స్ డిసి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0.45 ఈ ఆర్ఎంఎస్ వాల్యూ. ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన ఈ వాల్యూ, దిస్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు, దిస్ ఈస్ ద DC voltage value, will give the, this is the AC type of signal. This is the, that is 0.45, 45%. I am going to obtain the only 45% here. That is ERMS value. Half the average, this is the half the average value of the AC type of input. Series multiplier RS can be given as EDC by IDC minus RM here. That is, I am going to substitute this value here. EDC place, I am going to substitute this value here. Then it will become 0.45 ERMS by IDC minus RM here. So this is going to be RM. Okay. This is the full scale deflection current, and if some values are provided, let it be, this is ERMS is 10 volts, and what is the value of we can obtain the, what is the peak value? We can obtain peak value, that peak value is √2 into ERMS value. Then E average value is also possible to obtain that one, and 0.636 EP. By substituting those values, by using those formulas, we can obtain what is the ERMS value, what is peak value, what is average value is possible here. The sensitivity of the meter, ఇది ఈ ప్రాబ్లం నేను బ్రీఫ్గా రాశానమ్మా. ఇది యాక్చువల్గా దానికి క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుంది, ఆ క్వశ్చన్ బట్టి వెళ్ళండి. ఇది later on please go through some textbook and you can analyze this one. Go through Kalsi textbooks, you can get these values. Okay, don't worry, those are only substitution type of problem. This is the next topic is average responding voltmeter. Let me give the AC type of multimeter also, multi-range meter. This is the multi-range AC voltmeter. It is provided with some voltage dividers are provided here, that is R1, R2, R3, R4, and R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. Okay, it is provided with some resistor, different resistor values is provided. Let it be that is 7.5 kilo ohms. This is 40K. This is the designing circuit. That's why these values are fixed here. 7.5 kilo ohms, 40 kilo ohm, 200 kilo ohm, 750 kilo ohm. And this diode D1, D2 is placed here. And one range switch is provided for different range of voltages, that is 2.5 volt, 2.5 volt, 10 volt, 50 volt, 250 volt, 1000 volt, like the different ranges are provided. And one shunt resistance is provided, that is RSH, and PMMC meter. In this way we can give the description for this circuit and give the different ranges here, and how the same working can be applicable here. Two diodes, it acts as full wave rectifier, and the basic working, we know that basic working that can be applicable here also. That's it. Only you need to describe the circuit parameters, that is voltage divider resistors are provided here. That voltage divider resistors values are so and so. You can explain that each and every value. First value is 7.5 kilo ohms and the last value is 750 kilo ohms in between this 40 kilo ohm and 200 kilo ohm. And from that in between 40 kilo ohm and 200 kilo ohm, I am going to take it as 50 volts here. Initial value is 2.5 volt and final value is 1000 volt, like that. Okay, please make sure all the components are present in the circuit diagram or not. That's it. In this way, you can explain the AC voltmeters. That AC voltmeters are of two types. First rectifying and then amplifying. That is the first circuit. That rectifier may be a half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, or bridge rectifier also. I am provided with two types of circuits here. That is initially one diode. By using one diode, what is the half wave, how it is going to be varied, we have got the information. Thereafter I can explain the same thing with the help of full wave rectifier also, by using two diodes. That same principle can be applied with respect to the bridge rectifier also, full wave bridge rectifier also, that is by using some four diodes. That is the basic phenomena here. That is we are going to first rectifying and then amplifying. Means amplifier, I am going to take that amplifier, let it be some op amp with some high gain, that which it consists of high sensitivity. It should possess the high sensitivity. It should possess uh, high voltage gain, as well as it should amplify the low type of input signal also. Okay, in this way we can divide the circuits into two types, that is first rectifying and then amplifying. Means first I am going to take the rectifier circuit, thereafter I am going to take the op amp here. In the second method, first first amplifying and then rectifying, then I will take the first op amp, and thereafter it is given to the full wave rectifier by using two diodes, or it can be given to some bridge rectifier also. Okay, and thereafter what is the multi-range type of AC voltmeter? This is the multi-range type of AC voltmeter arrangement. From this arrangement, what are the components present in this circuit? This is also a full wave rectifier, and it consists of some voltage divider circuit, which consists of some range selector switch. Range selector switch is present with some AC type of input signal can be applied for the range selector switch. By using the range selector switch, I can apply this AC type of input signal, and the different voltages is provided. Depends upon this different voltages, the signal is going to be converted into AC to DC, and thereafter I will get the readings across this meter. Okay, this is the AC type of voltmeters. Next, in the next class, we will see the further voltmeters as well as ohm meters. If time possible, we will cover some one type of ohm meter, like that. Okay. Okay, students, we will see next topic